Hello again, my friends. Okay, so now I'm finally being reasonable. I'm finally being reasonable, and so now I decided to shorten my list of languages a little bit more. So there are three more languages that I will not study. There are three more languages that I do not intend to study. I have already deleted my PDFs from my iPad, and I have already set my mind straight about that. And so those languages are Afrikaans. I want to learn a lot of African languages. I really do, but I wanna learn Dutch. I was studying it, but now it's on hold. Maybe this year I will get back to work. I don't know exactly when, but I want to study Dutch, and I want to study Dutch in depth. So if I study Afrikaans too, it will be a very similar language that I would be studying, and I wouldn't be so much focused, for instance, on other languages such as Dutch. So I will not study Afrikaans. The other language is Esperanto, the language that yesterday I was trying to remember, and I couldn't. What was the language? What was the name of the language? The most important one or the first one? I don't even know if it was the first one. So I was never so much into Esperanto. I wanted to learn Esperanto because of my good friend Pierre Brown. He told me about that, and he's a native speaker of Esperanto, and it kind of got my attention into it, and I downloaded a couple of courses and so. But since I wanna master Romance languages, I'm Portuguese. I'm already mastered in Spanish, and I wanna master French, Catalan, Galician, and Italian. I'm not studying Italian exactly. I was, but I dropped it now. And so I believe that it is better for me if I focus on those living languages instead of focusing on a language that's not spoken anywhere, despite the fact that there are a lot of people studying Esperanto. And the other language is Welsh. So I had already dropped Scottish Gaelic, and now I decided to drop Welsh too, because if I drop Welsh too, I can focus only in one language, one Celtic language, and that Celtic language will definitely be Irish. So I can study Irish more in depth. So that's it. That's why I decided to get those three languages out of my list: Afrikaans, Esperanto, and Welsh. Because we can't learn all the languages in the world, and then do not want to be that kind of polyglot who knows a lot of words in a lot of languages but doesn't speak any at all. I want to speak languages, and I want to speak languages the best that I can. So the only way for me to learn languages and to speak languages the best way that I can is to focus on a less amount of languages. And even though I still have 76 or 75 or 77, uh, 77 counting on Portuguese, I believe, languages on my list. So I believe that it is good. It's languages for life, and I believe it was a pretty good decision because along this life we gotta make choices. See you guys then.